Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing very well today. You are with me, Maha Mukhdoom, and you're watching World This Morning only on PTV World. Today we have a really fascinating show for you, and I'm very excited because this show has helped me to expand my knowledge, my awareness, and get rid of a lot of stereotypes that I had about people that I should not have been having it about. And this is what we like to do with our shows. We like to show you what's going on, we like to educate you, and we like to entertain you. And in regards, lately we've been doing a lot of shows on communication. We've had a few guests now on the show who have not, English has not been their first language, but we wanted to show you that if someone is doing great work, that there is no reason why they cannot be highlighted in mainstream media, even if there is a language barrier. And we want to transcend all these barriers that we have put between us in society. So what we're going to be discussing today is the relationship between Pakistan and Afghanistan. And this is a completely non-political show, as you know. We're going to talk about the social implications of ignoring and being part of this ignorance and this, mass kind of attitude that the media is, showing what the reality is. And half the time, even with this show, we have an agenda. We have something we want to share with you, but it's from our point of view. So what we're going to show you today is that we need to do our research, we need to keep our minds open, and we need to be tolerant, because with Afghanistan, our relationship started back in 1947 when Pakistan was created. We are both Islamic republics, and we are also part of the SARC region as well. Pakistan has been a host to over 3 million refugees since this whole conflict started in the region. And also we share a 2,500 kilometer border with Afghanistan. So, you can't hide from it, and you cannot pretend that, these relationships don't matter. We've been very lucky. We've been joined by some wonderful people from Afghanistan who are really, in the media, they're in the mainstream, and they're really trying to build the relationships and show this is Afghanistan, this is the true image. And they are in Pakistan to promote that, the reason why I'm sitting in Pakistan. So I feel like a connection with these guys as well. So let's get the conversation started. We have been joined by Reza Akbari. He is an executive assistant at Tolo News TV. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you very much for having us.
No, thank you so much for being here today. Besides Reza, we have been joined by Ms. Farah Naz Fortan. She is a reporter at Ariana News TV. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Besides Farah Naz, we have been joined by Muslim Shairzada. He is an anchor and presenter at Tolo News TV as well. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. So I need you to wake up, and I want your energy and our relationship that we have. Pakistanis have a real warmth towards people from Afghanistan. What is the attitude of the youth of Afghanistan to Pakistanis?
Thank you very much for having us on the show. Because of the recent there's conflicts and things happening around in the region, and in the region generally, in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Regretfully, we cannot hide the truth that there hasn't been kind of good perception towards each other. I'm not telling only that Afghan youths are not having a very positive perspective towards Pakistan, sadly. It's vice versa, as we spoke to some people here also. I've been here for almost a week. We spoke to different people, we met different people. This is there, but why we're here is we're trying to make this relation more positive.
Okay, yeah, that was my next thing. So I wanted to know why it was important. So we'll move on to Farah. So why are you guys here? And Farah is going to be translated. So you're going to be speaking Farsi or Persian, sorry?
Yeah, Farsi.
Farsi, great. So why are you guys in Pakistan?
دقیقاً سلام عرض میکنم به شما و همه بیننده های شبکه شما. آنچنانی که رضا قبلا برای شما گفت، ما به خاطر تبادل نظر و دیدن فرهنگ های هر دو کشور و در کنار از این دیدن واقعیت هایی که وجود داره و بیشتر در شبکه های تلویزیونی گفتن همیشه، و در کنار از این که ما بیشتر همدیگر را بتانیم از منظر حقیقت های ممکن ببینیم تا ای که از تریبیون رسانه های مختلف قضاوت کنیم.
Good morning to everybody from her side.
Good morning.
We are here because of exchange of opinions, ideas. What do we really think of each other? And we've been put in the darkness somehow, and let's know real each other of real country of each other. Like real Afghans are not only on the screen of some TV channels.
Okay.
We need to be among the people so that we can know who they are and what they think of the people here. So that's exactly why we're here.
Okay, wonderful. So Muslim, you're a presenter in Afghanistan for Tolo News. How is the media role in shaping the relationship, in projecting Pakistan to Afghanistan?
Once again, first of all, good morning to lovely Pakistani people for warmly welcoming us in here. We can say it's our second home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in this case, when we talk about the media issues, so after 9/11, there's lots of progress inside of Afghanistan, especially for shaping of public mind and engaging of young generation in a country which 65% of population are young. So in this case, for shaping of views and set of mind toward our neighbors, especially Pakistan, it has a great role. But I don't want to give a political perception, but regretfully.
Because you are actually a political anchor there.
But regretfully, the shaping of idea toward Pakistani policy, not Pakistani people, is negative. But from the viewpoint of Pakistani people, it is a very positive mind because we have a Pakistani coach now for our cricket team, which is exciting for Afghan people that now we defeat West Indies.
Yes, exactly.
It is because of you, your people. So in this case, we have a share, as you mentioned, religion, shared culture, shared border, shared interest. So in this case, media has a great role to shape the public mind.
Okay, now let's bring it onto this whole media, because today I'm taking the stance, and unfortunately it wasn't just an act, because I was ignorant and I did have my stereotypes as well, because in the media, as we see, you see destroyed cities or streets, people walking around destruction, everyone is wearing the similar kind of dress, and it seems very controlled, very religious. That is the image that the world has. I mean, to a certain degree, the people who haven't visited. How does that make you, first of all, how does that make you feel? And then how are we going to get rid of this image? Because, we're going to share this. Afghanistan is a really happening place. So anyone, I'll start with you, Reza, and then Farah and asking you.
The world is, the camera of a media, it doesn't cover the whole story. It covers some parts. It covers what's maybe story making or news making or news producing thing for them. It's not that they cover all the realities inside a country. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's being stereotypes and being so traditional religion. I don't deny this. It exists in our country. But it differs from region to region, from area to area. Like in urban places and the cities, people are very open-minded now. Yep. But we do have some tribal areas where people are in, such thoughts, and such thoughts bring some measures. Also, it could be the outcome, but that's not the whole story.
But every country now has it, as we've seen. You have it in Europe, you have it in America. So these problems are global now.
Yes, it is all over. But I think the percentage of having this differs country to country. So we have it. I don't deny we don't have such a thing in our country. We do have, and the percentage is also not that low. So, but that's not the whole story. We have been in war, and how the society has been progressing during the last decade, after we got a kind of elected government, president and all. A lot of things has changed.
Yeah, actually, and I'm glad you're talking about the progression of the society and evolution of it. But for Naz, if you could ask her the same question and then ask her what she thinks.
از منظر رسانه ها و یا شبکه ها چیز دیگه فکر میکردم در مورد مردمش. ولی وقتی که ما آمدم به کراچی رفتم و چند روزی که حالا در اسلام آباد هستیم، دیدم کلا تغییر کرد. این مردم اون مردمی نیستن که ما بیشتر از شبکه ها با اون آشنا شدیم و یا مردمی نیستن که بیشتر سیاستمدارا بر ما معرفی کردن. اما تو مردم افغانستان در کنار از اینکه خانواده‌های سنتی داره، خانواده هایی هم داره که زندگی میکنن مثل همه مردم دنیا، کار میکنن.
She says before coming to Pakistan in Islamabad, and we have been in Karachi also for some days, the image in the picture I had from Pakistan was all kind of related to politics, things of that kind. But now everything has changed for me about Pakistan.
Wonderful. Excellent.
Yes. I have seen people of different type working in different aspects, doing cultural, social, things of that kind. And the same is there in our country. The media doesn't show everything. You know, the reality is something else. And we see here people living their life.
Yeah.
The same is there.
Okay, wonderful. And that's a good thing to hear because you are a reporter. So it's great that you've actually finally seen Pakistan, what it really is about. But now we're going to go for a short music break, and it's called Salam Alaik. So let's go take a look, and then when you come back, we'll continue our conversation. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, and that was Salam Alaik, and it was really good, and I really needed that, actually. So the music scene, it's really happening and hip. So Muslim, tell us, what is happening with the youth? Tell us what you guys are doing. Break the stereotypes.
First of all, regretfully, in both countries, there is something which saying bad news is good news,
Yeah,
as we
okay.
work on that. But this is not the reality of a country like Afghanistan. In a country with 13 million of our population, our 65% are young generation, under 25.
Okay. That's another common thing we have.
Yeah. In a country which we have 10 million students, 50% of girls.
Excellent.
In a country which very conservative views in the past, especially in 3-4 decades of war, now 90% of media or public mind shaped by young generation.
Wonderful.
So in this case, when we talk about the young generation of my country, it is going day by day improve. Even if you mention about the music, Salam Alaik of Farah Darya, which is one of the international singers of Afghanistan, we have Afghanistan or Afghan Idol, which in a week,
You do?
yeah, 10 million viewers watch it.
And this year it was the 11th.
We really don't
In the
see
last
these.
1 decade, we shaped the public mind toward music by ourselves. It means Afghanistan. So in this case, we are talking about a country which, beside of war and political issues, there are lots of joy issues that we should talk about.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many good things happening. So please say what you wanted to say something?
I wanted to add on that. Like, it has been 11 years we've been doing that Afghan Idol, Afghanistan. This year it was the 11th season of it.
That's amazing. I mean, I know some people will know these things, but this is not a majorly common known fact. 50% of your students are female. Now, I mean, in the world, I'm pretty sure no one would believe that either. So how do you feel? Let me ask Farah, how does she feel when, this is the reality, there are women doing things, but the world doesn't see it?
تایید صحبت‌های مسلم، وضعیت زنان خیلی تغییر کرده نسبت به سال‌هایی که طالبان بودن و زنان پس از طالبان زنان دیگری هستند. هرچند هنوز کارهایی که باید صورت بگیرن نگرفته چون یک روند طولانی را نیاز داره، ولی حالا زنان همونطور که گفته شد بیشترین شاگردای مکتب تشکیل میتن، فعالیت‌های حقوق بشری انجام میتن، کار میکنن، براحتی میتونن پوشش خود را انتخاب کنن، یا میتونن حجاب بپوشن، یا میتونن مثل من لباس بپوشن. در کل خیلی تغییر کرده وضعیت.
Women's situation has changed a lot in the country, in Afghanistan, comparing to during Taliban regime. Post-Taliban women in the country are very open-minded. They have progressed a lot. They're going to school. They're attending universities. They're attending like meetings, media. They're journalists. They're working as
and very glamorous, journalists. I may add. I love it. It's fantastic.
She is fantastic.
Yeah, it really, really is. I think I should learn like Farsi so we can have a conversation.
Yeah, she says like they have freedom of speech. They have freedom of even clothing. Yeah, I mean, previously it was not like that, but
now
I mean during Taliban it was not like that. You had to wear what was liked by the society, maybe by the rulers of the country. But now it's not like that. I mean, they have their own freedom.
Okay, excellent. And okay, so now we're talking about the media. We're talking about music. So Muslim, you said you have international Afghani artists who are internationally recognized. How do people treat how celebrities there? What is life like there what is life there like for you guys? Because you guys are celebrities too.
Thank you if people accept us as a celebrity, but at all it is very joyful country, especially people treat very great.
Yeah.
Very welcome Afghan people, especially when saw you, for example, in TV, then in the streets, that person.
They approach you.
Especially the singers, the youngsters that they work with media, very warm welcome by the people.
Wonderful.
They have a very positive mind toward not just the young. Believe me, Maha, when I was in north of Afghanistan, for example, I haven't traveled out of 34 provinces of Afghanistan, 24 of that.
Wow.
So in these 24 of that, even despite of any kind of ethnicity, age issues, everything, they just welcome me like one person told me in a province that even we didn't welcome the Ashraf Ghani president in here.
Wow.
Believe me. In this case, what I want to say, in my country, the new institution, the new system create a new atmosphere.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and this is really interesting because I know there's with the situation in Pakistan, you guys, we share so many things, economic struggles, cultural struggles, religious struggles. Now the youth, they sound very active and it's really good. I'm going to go to Afghanistan now. I really need to visit. It sounds like the youth are very mobilized and there's a lot of cohesion between the youth. When there is an issue or there is some sort of cultural or maybe social thing going on, do the youth band together, take to the streets? I mean, how have the youth become so influential? Answer me this. Who wants to answer this question? Muslim? Go for it.
And the recent issues, especially when we see about the social issues, not political one.
No, we're staying on politics, I'm afraid.
Farah case was one of the bad cases inside of Kabul, Afghanistan, you may have heard about.
Yes, of course.
But it mobilized near to 1 million people to streets.
Wonderful.
By what? By social media, by Afghan media. It means that nowadays they mobilize the people toward the new systems, new ideas. It creates a lot of changes inside of our society and country.
Okay, because we recently did a show as well on autism, and during the during our morning show we did it on information and awareness. But when you compared it, there was different things going out. The media, you said that people mobilize. Do the media encourage people to go out, or do they encourage them to what do they encourage them to do actually? What does the media, what are they doing? What is that role that they're playing? It sounds like a very positive role.
Yeah, of course.
But it doesn't seem to be going beyond the Afghan borders though.
No, it does also.
It does?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
please tell us.
Yes, media is playing a very significant role in the country. Yeah. To be very frank, media has taught people how to live.
Sorry, it's taught people how to live. Okay.
Yes, how to live. I mean, post-Taliban Afghanistan is the progress of people and all. A big role has been played by media here.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, people get to know about the people in the world, how they live, and things of that kind, and shaping the mindset of the whole society. It's done by media.
Okay, and did the media take on this responsibility with care and consideration? Well, clearly they seem to be doing a great job. I'm jealous. So tell us, how did the media come together and say, well, we have this responsibility to our people? How did you get there? It's a tough question.
Not tough question for me.
No, okay, go ahead.
For me, there is no tough question.
Okay.
Let's make a joke. For example, you said we played a shipping of public minor responsibilities inside of our country, not even inside of our country. We think globally.
Right.
For example, let us make a kind of advertisement for Movie Group.
Please do it.
For example, Movie Group now, we operate in 11 countries, even in Pakistan.
And you guys are going to be surprised at this fact.
We have TV channels for Iran, we have TV channels for Libya, we have TV channel for Iraq, we have TV channel for Ethiopia. We operate in 11 countries. You know who lead it? Afghans. Who lead it? Afghans young generation. So in this case, now when we are talking about the responsibility of media, it plays a great role and shape the public mind, and we give the responsibility to give the people the way, and we did it, and we do it.
And you are doing it. That's absolutely wonderful. And okay, now moving with the media role, so you guys all represent that. Now, was it difficult to establish yourselves? Let me ask for Anaz actually. How difficult was it to establish yourself within the media world? And then, you know, because a lot within Pakistan, you know, when you get into a public discourse and it may be slightly controversial, people become scared. So we kind of tend to back off a bit. But how did she face this? How did she get into it? I want to know her story.
البته ما میخوایم بگویم پیش از اینکه طالبان به افغانستان بیاین ما زندگی میکردیم و ما شاید حتی از امروز کرده حال ما خوبتر بود. دختران مکتب میرفتن، در رسانه کار میکردند، آواز میخواندن، یعنی حق انتخاب داشتن. پیش از طالبان ما بودیم، ولی متاسفانه وقتی که طالبان آمدن و دوران طالبان که همه مکاتب دخترانه بسته شد و به زنان اجازه بیرون رفتن بدون مردی داده نشد، بعد از او یک وقفه آمد، ولی با این حال ما از سالهای خیلی دور داریم زنانی در افغانستان که کار میکنند و ما هم به سلسله همو حق انتخاب داشتیم. ما بهترین راه و یا خوبترین راه به خاطر خدمت به مردمم و در کل جهان فکر میکنم برای من راه خبرنگاری است.
She's been saying Afghan women have been in media before Taliban come to the country, maybe even better than now. But after Taliban came into the country and they took control of the country, and they blow up the schools and cultural houses and media houses. There has been a kind of pause for some years, for some time. But again, after collapse of Taliban regime, of course, again women came into the society. They have freedom of choice. They have freedom of liberty. They have freedom, and during Taliban, a woman was not allowed to get out of the house without a man. Now they have freedom of grooming around in the city.
Wonderful.
Yeah, walking, and freedom of work.
Exactly.
Yeah, and freedom of choice of education. Yeah,
So good, Sam. Okay, and on that note, we're going to go and share another song with you. And when you come back, I'm going to find out what these guys do for fun in their spare time in Afghanistan. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, and that was another song that we shared for you. And the music you guys have is fantastic. I mean, it's making me really happy. Like, in the morning, that's what you need. So let me start with Reza. What do you do for your what's your social life like in Afghanistan?
If it is about how I spend my time when I'm free or things of that kind,
Yes.
we're off on Fridays.
Okay.
And I do play football.
Wonderful.
Yes, I do, and that's the best thing for me to do. We don't have a lot of cinemas there, but we do have some, and watching movies, going to the parks. That's what we do.
So a lot of outdoor activities.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And how about you, Farah? What do you do in your social time?
گردش میریم، کافه میریم. ما دوستای زیادی در کابل داریم. یک رسم خیلی خوب و مرسوم در کابل هست در جمع یک تعداد که روزهای تعطیل به خاطر دیدن یکی دیگه در چند جا جمع میشیم. حال تابستان است، جای تفریحی دیگه یگان برنامه‌ای که می‌خوایم داینده روش کار کنیم.
We go out, we hang out with our friends. This is a kind of culture in Afghanistan that on days, public holiday days, some friends get together and they sit for some time and they hang out with each other. They talk about their, other than professional life, their even family, personal life, things of that kind, and they go for. I go to coffee shops with my friends. She says I have a lot of friends there. That's how we pass our time.
Excellent.
And we even talk about our future, plans, programs we do have. Yeah, and she says she's going to go to some, there's what do you call that?
Parlor. Beauty parlor.
Beauty parlor. Yeah, beauty parlor shops.
Okay, of course. Wonderful.
Yeah.
How about you, Muslim? What do you do?
For me, a little strict, especially about the political issues inside of Afghanistan. So there's but I mostly engage with some my own issues, not lots
That
of.
sounds quite
fun.
ominous.
Yeah, maybe in some political issues. So in this
Okay.
case, I'm a little strict. But at all, we have lots of beautiful areas inside of Afghanistan that mostly, if I have time, I go there. For example, we have a very natural, beautiful province, Panjshir. Very, very beautiful province. And we have lots of monuments from the viewpoint of monuments and places that we can go there if we have time. So in this case, but mostly my schedule is so strict and I do 3 or 4 works at the same time. Eating, chatting, Facebook, Twitter. So
Okay.
these are watching TVs, monitoring TV, Pakistani TVs, So in this case, these are all my daily schedule.
Okay, so basically you never switch off. You're always...
Yeah. You believe me, Maha, in some cases, when I have, for example, 20 minutes time, free time, I feel, I lost something. So it's a kind of like that in my life.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome back, everyone, and that was another song for you from Afghanistan. I hope you guys are enjoying the music because I love it, so I really hope you like it. We actually have run out of time with our guests, but thank you so much for being here, and I'm so glad that your visit was fruitful and informative, and I'm glad Farah saw Pakistan for what it truly is. But is there any last message or anything you'd like to share with all the viewers watching today? Reza, if we start with you.
Thank you very much for having us here. We're really glad to be here, and we've been here for the last couple of days, and we liked it. We loved it very much, though it's not my first time being
Freudian
in Islamabad.
slip, we liked it.
we liked it and we loved it, both. Yeah, because we met, really lovely people here. When we're here, it doesn't feel we're out of our country, to be honest.
Wonderful.
Yes, and that's my message.
Great, thank you so much.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes, absolutely.
Farah. من میخوایم بگویم که انسان ها در تمام دنیا بدون در نظر داشت مرزهای سیاسی قابل احترام و ارزش هستند و من دوست دارم جهانی را که انسان های از او در برابری تمام به ویژه مردم خوب پاکستان که من از دیدنشان خیلی خوشحال هستم زندگی کنن و ما بتانیم روابط انسانی و او چیزی که خود ما هستیم اون را بیشتر گسترش بدیم. آرزوی صلح و برابری دارم برای همه.
She is having a kind of human right type message.
And that's absolutely fine. They have to do that disclaimer. It's okay.
That's the kind of short conclusion. Yes. Ignoring the political borders between the countries. Suppose we do not have any border. She says, I love a world of equal people, equal rights, especially being here and seeing lovely Pakistani people. And let's keep it that way.
Absolutely wonderful. And sorry, last quickly for Muslim.
Afghan people are not inappreciative people. We appreciate that Pakistani people host 3 million migrants. We appreciate, as I mentioned before, that Inzamam al-Haq from Pakistan now coach our cricket team. And we are in the world stage. So in this case, I believe I have a message that please, Pakistani media and Pakistani people should come to Afghanistan and see the realities of my country. Despite of the issues that covered by some international media outlets, we should know each other better as neighbors. We have shared interest. Let us do not talk about the political issues.
Okay.
We should talk between the people and civil society in both countries, and it's the interest of both of us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And I do hope to just cross paths with you again. And if I come to Afghanistan, I'm going to let you know. And I will come to Afghanistan.
Yeah, we
Actually,
will
not
host
if.
you.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. So you guys, you saw that I'm going to get hosted. So I hope you enjoyed the show. It's all about communication. It's about loving thy neighbor. So have a wonderful day, and we will see you bright and early very soon. And we're going to lead you out with another song from Afghanistan. So do enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.